Thank you, Zahra. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome again to Morning Barakah with this segment of health and nutrition. And with me is Sana. Assalamu alaikum, Sana.
Alaikum salam.
How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
You ready for teaching us another recipe?
I am, yes. Very excited.
Okay, so tell me, I'm really excited.
So today we're going to be making Coconut Ghriba.
Explain further.
So it's a traditional Moroccan cookie. Cocoa meaning, yes, cocoa meaning coconut, and Ghriba stands for the actual cookie or biscuit, what we would call in Morocco.
Okay.
So it's a lovely treat to have now and then, and it's just something that we should all try and do at home. It's amazing. It's so yummy.
Okay, so let's go through the ingredients.
Okay, so we have semolina, we have some coconut, and we have some icing sugar.
Okay, that's desiccated coconut over there.
Yes,
right.
it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. It's better for this cookie for it to be like that, as it makes it a lot smoother inside.
Okay.
Now you can get different types. You can get the
Really
thinner,
fine ones, yeah.
Exactly.
I was just going to say.
Depending on your taste. Now I think
What have you got here?
This is a medium.
Okay.
So this is a good one for this cookie. Some would like it a little bit.
So you can use different ones depending on the consistency. It is possible.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
And if you want it fine, you could just blend it.
Okay.
And it will make it a bit more.
I don't think I've had semolina with, coconut cookies, so I'm really interested and intrigued.
Yes.
But, now that you're mentioning these, I mean, you can continue as you are, but
Yeah.
as I was sort of researching some of the ingredients that you're using, semolina is really healthy even as a porridge, and it's quite filling. And the only thing is, with desiccated coconut, it has no cholesterol in there, which is really good.
Exactly, yeah.
But at the same time, you have to make sure that there's only a certain amount that you would use, because certain things do have high calories or high fat. So you need to, think about your body type. And I always advise even my clients, if they come to me about seeking, health and nutrition and weight loss, and if they heard from their friends and it doesn't work for them, it's because they need to understand their own bodies. They need to go into their GP, they need to go and figure out, what is their height, their weight, what is for them, what is their condition right now.
Exactly.
And it does make a difference, individually. You can cater for yourself and you can maybe have that, it won't affect you, but somebody else, it might do. So you need to have the sort of knowledge. I think it's really important that we realize that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that you're aware of that.
Of course.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to begin. Right, we're going to need a third of a cup of semolina.
So these are all measuring anyway, so you'll know.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, when you do it at home, if you do it regularly, you might be able to measure with your eye. So, but I like to just be on the safe side, because
of course,
sometimes
and we are obviously advising everyone. So usually it's a
Exactly, yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the coconut in here. This is 150 grams of coconut.
Okay.
Okay, that's great.
And this is a cookie, which I see there's no other equipment. Like, normally you need a blender or when you're baking and things like that, so, or a whisk, electric whisk. So, okay, I'm more interested because it's really simple.
Well, it is simple. We're going to whisk just one thing, but the rest of it is all like stirring or by hand.
Okay.
So it should be, not
and
too
all from
difficult.
scratch as well.
Exactly, yes. And also we're going to need half a cup of some powdered sugar or icing sugar.
Icing sugar, right.
This is a key ingredient of the actual cookie.
Really is.
I know it's sugary, but
Yes.
it's, again, now and then. You're not going to have this all the time.
Okay. And obviously this is like, how many cookies would you say you would make from this?
This would make about 10 to 12.
Okay, so
cookies.
it's going to be obviously divided. It's not the
Exactly.
whole amount. So yeah, as an extra treat, like you said, once a week, there's no reason why we cannot indulge every now and again.
Exactly, yeah. So we're going to mix that all up. What we also need to add in there is about a pinch of salt, just to kind of balance the sweetness.
It's funny you saying that even about salt, because it's been narrated that our Prophet, peace be upon him, and his family even said to Imam Ali alayhi salam to start your food with salt and end it with salt.
Exactly.
Because it actually, gets rid of a lot of, the sort of things that will happen to you that is bad for your health, and salt sort of like kills that in a way.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Even though it's obviously too much of anything or too little of something, but to have a little bit of salt is something that even is known to be quite beneficial for you.
Exactly, yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take one egg. Now, it depends. You can put it in the bowl itself or you can whisk it separately. I think what I'm going to do is just so the powder doesn't go everywhere.
So only one egg is needed for this?
Yeah. just to bring it all together. I prefer to kind of put it in here as well, just so I can have a look to see what comes out of the egg.
Yes, so you can clean it if you need to.
Exactly.
Absolutely, have it clear. Yes, you have the blood clotting.
Exactly. Yeah, you can get sometimes the little, like I said, the blood clots, or even a bit of the shell could kind of go in.
Absolutely. No, I like this type of baking because it's really quick and easy, because normally if I was to bake, it takes like the whole kitchen. You can't cook with it because it takes the whole day, and you need lots of washing and lots of, you know, other instruments that you need to use with it, utensils, and it just makes it really difficult. But cookies are nice and easy. It's a really good treat for yourself, for your kids, for family generally, and to add along for the end of the week. It'll be something that even if you think that, wow, you know, I'm so tired, but actually you can come up with something like this with, you know, really less effort.
Yeah, get the kids involved. I know it's a bit messy with the icing powder,
but that's fine.
But, you know, it's okay. I put about a teaspoon of vanilla. Obviously, you don't need to use this. If you prefer almond instead of vanilla, you can do that, or you can just omit it. It's not essential.
Right.
Some people do put lemon in there, so they will grate a bit of the lemon. And
the actual zest or the lemon?
The lemon zest, yes. And they will put that inside as well. We only need 2 tablespoons of oil in here as well.
Is that vegetable oil that you've got there?
Yeah, this is vegetable oil. Okay.
Well, that's why we've also decided to have this health and nutrition in a very short, small segment to make it, you know, really easy for our audience and for people that are busy, and a lot of us do work nowadays, and to come home and still have these healthy, nutritional and cheat day meals that makes it look like as if, oh wow, you've cooked, you've baked, and you've done everything, and it literally takes only about 10 minutes.
Yes,
which is amazing, right?
Exactly, yeah. And not forgetting, almost forget the baking powder. Yes, we just need about
for it to rise. Yeah,
a teaspoon of that.
Okay.
And there.
I mean, normally I know with baking as well, you would sieve some ingredients, like even you've got the semolina, that can come in different, like really coarse, really fine.
Yes.
I forgot to ask you about that.
Yes, I use fine.
Okay.
Just because I think it makes the cookie a lot smoother.
All right.
Again, experiment, see.
What you prefer.
Try it with fine, try it with a coarser one, see which one you prefer. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to pour this in here. Mix the wet with the dry ingredients.
Yes. And then you whisk that together.
You can whisk it. I like to do it by hand, so I will just do a little bit with the whisk, and then just because I think I can really kind of get all the ingredients mixed together.
All right.
So I'm just going to.
Wow. Okay. So it becomes like a sticky dough.
It does, a crumbly sticky dough. So, but the key thing to this is that after we've mixed it, is that we should refrigerate it for about 30 minutes.
Okay, so this is something that you could do overnight, or you need a bit of time while the rest is cooking, and then prepare it in that way.
Exactly. So as you can see, like as I'm mixing it,
I can see the consistency of it.
It's starting to get a bit more
come together.
Exactly. It's so simple and so easy.
It is very simple. I cannot believe I'm making cookies and looking at it this way. And it's actually ingredients that you wouldn't normally have, because we always think of the chocolate chip cookies. So it's like something slightly different, because not everyone has that same sort of taste. You know, we think everyone likes sweets and chocolates, but it's not necessarily. We want something different.
Exactly, yes. And once you've kind of got it together, you can simply wrap it up with a cling film, put it in the fridge for about half an hour. Obviously, we're going to just show you right now because we don't have that time to do it, but I'm just going to go and get the baking tray that we'll be using.
So you oil this?
I will put just dip the brush in there, very minimal amount. You don't need, as you can tell, even the cookie itself.
Yes, it's quite moist.
Yeah, it doesn't need a lot of oil or anything.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is actually the fun bit.
Okay.
We're going to... Right, so just move this to the side.
So that has been set now for half an hour in the fridge. Okay, so it's going to be quite cold. And hopefully that will make it slightly harder and hopefully hold it together.
Yes, exactly. That's the aim, so that it doesn't crumble.
Right.
In this bowl here, I have orange blossom water.
Okay. So I could smell something really strong. Wow.
You can have a smell.
Okay, oh my God, that's amazing.
Really, beautiful.
So how do you use that in the ingredients?
So how I'm going to use it is simple. I'm going to dip hands in there.
Okay.
I'm going to show you now. Let me just make sure. Dip both hands in. Get a great amount of the orange blossom water on your hands.
And you can get them anywhere?
You can get it anywhere. Most Middle Eastern stores have it. I mean, I've
never ever known to. Oh my gosh, I've never used that ingredient before, and the smell's amazing.
It's amazing. Yes, it's a wonderful smell. We use a lot of this in Morocco, and the difference between the rose water and the orange blossom water, we call the rose water the Maiwarid, and the orange blossom we call it Mai Zahar. So not everyone uses it, but we do in Morocco a lot for a lot of our cookies.
The baking. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because I know rose water is quite common. So
and it will stay there. The fragrance is so amazing.
So this is the amount of the size you would normally.
Yeah, like the size of a kind of a walnut. Sorry.
Okay.
About that. That's perfect.
Okay.
But then also what we will do.
Oh, you're going to coat it, sugar coat it. Lovely.
Very. It depends. You don't need to do too much, but just make sure the whole thing is covered, and then just slowly.
Will it expand a bit?
It will, and when it bakes, it will start to kind of break, and it will have that beautiful kind of look to it. And then you would just put it there, and then you'd just do the same for the rest of it.
Right.
And once you've done it all, you would leave it in the oven at 180 degrees for 10 minutes.
Oh, so it doesn't even take that long?
No, 10 minutes. And what you'll find is some of the cookie, when it comes out, it might start to break and fold. It's fine. Take it out. What you will do is just gently push it back into shape.
While it's hot?
Whilst it's hot, and leave it. It will dry, and then it will harden.
Okay.
And that's it, really.
Do we have a finished product here for us to taste, and hopefully I can have a real, indulgence on that?
Exactly. Let me just go and bring that. Right, here we go.
Oh, wow.
So this was something
that looks absolutely amazing.
We had made earlier.
So the colour doesn't really change so much because some of the cookies will go a lot darker.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, so this remains as quite light and bright.
Yes.
Okay, so can I?
You can go. One second though. I want to do one more thing.
Okay, fine. I'm so impatient right now because this is so appetizing right now.
The finishing touch.
Okay. Oh, you got more icing sugar. Okay, this is an option, by the way, because we have used a lot.
It's an option, but when you have guests over, you just might want to kind of make it look a little bit, prettier.
Well, to be fair, the ingredients are not the usual and not the norm. And again, we are using it in different amounts for each cookie, so there's nothing wrong. And it does have a lot of nutrients in there. Okay, so I'm going to try one.
Go ahead,
Absolutely. I'm going to break it so I don't have a whole lot. Wow, it looks absolutely amazing. That is delicious. Absolutely delicious. And it's really soft, actually. I didn't realise.
It is. It's really soft inside.
It kind of melts in your mouth a bit.
Yeah.
Because normally cookies are really hard.
Exactly, yeah. It looks like it's hard, but when you bite it, it has this soft,
this is absolutely delicious.
Texture, yeah. It's really, and it's quite addictive as well. When you have one, you might have a few after. And you know what?
This plate's staying here with me even after the show. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Traditionally, we do serve this with some Moroccan mint tea, and it goes so well with it, and it kind of complements it.
That's a really good idea because obviously, we normally have sugar in our tea. So if you're going to have something like this, you can have that as an additional extra.
Exactly, and you don't need to put sugar in your mint tea.
Exactly.
Because this has got the sugar, and like you said, it will just balance it.
Thank you so much
You're
for this,
welcome.
and I'm looking forward to finishing this off. But before we do, I'm going to have to say thank you so much for watching, and inshallah we will be back with more recipes. Thank you very much. See you next time. Over to you, Zahra and Ali. Assalamu alaikum.